Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video I'm going to be covering Broly. Now there's been two incarnations of Broly, and the original is by far the most familiar and popular version of the character. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to primarily be focusing on his new incarnation, which has now thrust him into the canon Dragon Ball universe. Now the original Broly also went by the name the Legendary Saiyan, and he made his debut in manga in Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission, and his debut on film in Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan. He was extremely large, being about 7 feet tall in his base form and 9 feet tall in his Legendary Super Saiyan form, also being very bulky and muscular. This version was also arguably one of the strongest mortal characters in Dragon Ball, aside from fused characters and attacks that draw power from other beings. And due to this version's extremely rough beginnings in life, he was basically a rage monster. I'd basically compare him to a slightly conscious, evil version of Savage Hulk. And when the original Broly was in his Legendary Super Saiyan form, he proved extremely difficult to beat also, at one point showing that he was strong enough to easily fight against Super Saiyan Goku, Gohan, Future Trunks, Vegeta, and Piccolo as a Super Namekian. His actual transformation into Legendary Super Saiyan has a unique genetic characteristic, wherein this form literally bursts forth from under his skin. He grows and gets significantly larger and more powerful when he sheds his outer shell. Throughout film and games, he's been cited as having several different forms, which range from his restrained Super Saiyan form to Legendary Super Saiyan form 1 through 4, as well as appearing as Broly God and in a Great Ape Broly form. Now, the newly introduced canonized version of Broly actually made his manga debut in Battle's End and Aftermath, and his movie debut in Dragon Ball Super Broly. He's still a massive Saiyan male that stands about 7 feet tall in his base form and 9 feet 10 inches tall in his Legendary Super Saiyan form. This version is still extremely powerful, being born around the same time as Goku and Vegeta and having a power level of 10,000 at birth, which for that time period was greater than many of the elite Saiyan warriors and the royal family. Broly seems to still get Zenkai boosts a little bit faster than other Saiyans as well, many times stepping up his power levels significantly while in the midst of fighting against others. Who knows what they'll do with this character in the future, but for now, this canonical version is already rumored to be the most powerful Dragon Ball character, even having destructive power that seems to be greater than that of a god of destruction. And Frieza himself going on to say that he believes no being in existence can beat him, especially one-on-one. Now, naturally, Broly is a part of the Warrior Saiyan race, which are very powerful beings that, on a whole, tend to be stronger than many other races in the universe. Through the use of Chi, he can fly, produce powerful energy waves, exhibit a form of healing factor, which lends itself to a Zenkai boost, meaning that he, just like many other Saiyans, get more powerful after they endure a great battle and endure great injury. He also has vast superhuman strength, speed, durability, and endurance. And when you combine this with an assortment of unique energy attacks, as well as many physical attacks that resemble wrestling moves, Broly is a powerhouse that you don't want to get too close to. Now, the new Broly has been cited as having several different forms as well, once having the Great Ape form available to him, although now it's lost since his father removed his tail. And then he has what's called a Wrathful form, and with this he retains his black hair like all Saiyans have, but his black eyes turn yellow, and he starts to generate a green aura with yellow electricity. He's slightly more built and powerful than his base form, but he is still weaker and smaller than in his Super Saiyan form. His father went on to explain that this is actually the Great Ape's power while in a standard humanoid form. Now from here, Broly can transform into Super Saiyan, and in this state he's known as Super Broly, gaining the classic blonde hair and bulking up significantly, also losing his pupils altogether to give him pure white eyes, showing that he's in a berserk form. And still from here, he's shown to go on to be Super Saiyan Broly Full Power, also known as Legendary Super Saiyan, and this is his most powerful form to date. In this form, he grows much bigger and seems to have the similar rage-filled strength and power levels that the original Legendary Super Saiyan Broly had. Now, when Broly was born on the planet Vegeta, he was actually sent away to a frontier planet by the orders of a jealous King Vegeta, who wasn't comfortable with the fact that a newborn had such great potential, which was even higher than that of his son Vegeta. His father Paragus raised him in this tough environment, trying to hone his skills and breed him to one day be a weapon of vengeance against King Vegeta. This Broly's upbringing was harsh, but it wasn't quite as traumatic as the original Broly, and so therefore he's a little more emotionally stable than the original one, while yet still having that rage-filled limitless power deep within him. As the time goes on, he gets more and more powerful, and one day he eventually meets and is tested by Vegeta and Goku, being shown to hold his own against Super Saiyan Vegeta and Super Saiyan Goku while just in his Wrathful form. He goes on to hold his own against Super Saiyan God Vegeta, as well as Super Saiyan God Goku, while just in his first Super Saiyan form. Now at this point, he does manage to outmatch both Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta at the same time, going on to even pummel Frieza in his golden form. Now I do have to note that in this encounter, he's in his berserker state and rampaging against everything that moves, but it was shown that he wasn't able to land a hit on Whis. It literally takes the fusion of Goku and Vegeta into Gogeta to stand a chance against Super Broly. This is what prompts him to turn into his legendary Super Saiyan form, exuding a power level that few beings ever achieve on their own. After much fighting and Gogeta having to step up to Super Saiyan Blue power levels, Broly is finally overwhelmed. But there's a silver lining to this, because he definitely gained Goku's respect, who later theorized that he might even be more powerful than Beerus himself. Now, for his powers and abilities and his influence on the Dragon Ball universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Broly a rating of 10, which is a legendary a legendary rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to The New Sage.